Welcome to my Calculus 1 class online for fall 2020. My name's Dr. Leach and I'm looking forward to teaching this class this semester. What I want to do is use this video to go over some of the stuff that would normally happen on the first day of class. I want to look over the syllabus, I want to talk about the materials you need for the class, and I also want to talk about how I plan on organizing the class on CourseDen. So first let's just take a look at CourseDen. All right. Here we are in the class. I want to look at the syllabus to begin with. All right. Let's see. I'm not going to read the entire syllabus, but I'm going to go over what I think is the important information. Later, you should go through and read the whole thing. But for now, I just want to hit the highlights. I'm Dr. Leach. The best way to get in touch with me is by email, and my email address is cleach@wesca.edu. People always ask me, why is it cleach instead of dleach? It's because David's my middle name. My first name's Charles. All right, so office hours. All of our office hours are going to be virtual, either with Google Meet or Collaborate Ultra, and they'll be by appointment. If you want to set an appointment up with me, just send me an email at cleach@wesca.edu and let me know when you'd like to meet with me. I'm going to check my mail at least twice a day every weekday, and I should be able to meet with you within a few hours unless you email me at the end of the day. And in that case, I should be able to meet with you sometime the next day. Of course, I can also answer questions by email. Feel free to email me a question. I can easily answer something, on my iPad and send you a worked out problem if that's what you need. So anyway, I want to be available to you by email and when you need it by virtual office hours on video. Meeting times. This class is 100% online and it's mostly going to be asynchronous. I'm thinking I may occasionally do a synchronous session where I answer questions live either on Collaborate Ultra or on Google Meet. Days and times for that will be determined later. I'm going to give you a survey to fill out that'll help me decide on those. I'm thinking it might be a good thing for us to do that maybe before each test, have sort of a review session where I just answer questions. Let's see. This other thing says during the first few weeks I want to meet with everybody. That will be just a short meeting where we either talk by video chat or by just audio chat or whatever about your mathematical background. Talk about the course. If you're having any concerns or anything like that about the course, you can let me know then, and we can talk about the different academic support services. The first quiz we have is going to be a diagnostic quiz. It's not going to be a graded quiz. Well, actually it will be graded, but it's only going to be graded by you completing it. And that's just going to give us an idea of where you're starting, and once those have been completed, then I'll send out a sign-up sheet for you guys to sign up for times. This next thing is an important note for students who are planning to transfer to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is really strict about online classes, and because this one's 100% online, credit will not transfer to Georgia Tech. So if you're planning on transferring to Georgia Tech, you should probably look at getting into a different section. The course materials, a couple of things you need. First one is the textbook. The textbook is Single Variable Calculus, Early Transcendentals, Volume 1 by Stewart. Looks like this. Now, a couple of things. Volume 1 is because this is the one for Calculus 1. Occasionally, these are kind of rare, but sometimes you might run across one that's volume 1 and 2 in the same book, and that's cool if you're going to take Calc 2. It might even be a better deal for you. But anyway, this is the book, and you definitely want to get the Early Transcendentals version. They make another version that doesn't say Early Transcendentals, and the big difference you can tell is it has a red F here instead of a blue one. So you can get it at the bookstore. You can also order it online, wherever you want to get it. We're also going to use a website called myopenmath.com. to do our quizzes, except for the diagnostic quiz. MyOpenMath.com is free. When you go there, if you don't have an account already, you'll have to create an account, and you'll click enroll in a new class. And when you go to enroll, it's going to ask you for a course ID and an enrollment key. Those are right here. The other thing you're going to need is a scanner or a scanner app. The tests and the diagnostic quiz, and maybe some other quizzes, but those are going to be, I'm going to require that they be turned in as a PDF file. So you're going to either need a scanner for your computer or a scanner app. A couple of good ones are Adobe Scanner and Cam Scanner, but I'm sure there are more. So when you turn those in, I want them turned in as a single PDF file. Okay, learning outcomes. That's just a list of the topics we're going to cover. Evaluation. The dates, three things for evaluation: test, quiz, and final exam. The tests, we're going to have 7 tests in this class. That's more than usual, but the idea is more tests that are shorter. So if you look at the dates on there, August 26th is our first test. That's a Wednesday. The very last test is November 20th. That's a Friday. And all of the other tests are on Thursdays. So the plan is for the tests to, for you to take the test on that day. Now, this right here I'm probably going to change where it says they'll be available all day. I'm probably going to adjust that so they're only available a portion of the day. And when you start taking the test, you'll have 1 hour to complete it. Now, the quizzes are similar. We'll have a quiz on most modules, and once you start a quiz, you'll have a set amount of time to complete it. The number of points on the quizzes will vary, but your quizzes will be averaged into a score out of 100 points. The final exam, is comprehensive, and it's going to be December 4th from 5 to 7. That's not an ideal time, but the university only gave us a few choices. If you have a conflict with another final, please let me know as soon as possible so we can figure out what to do. Now, your grade calculation is done like this. The test is 60%, the quiz average is 20%, and the final exam is 20%. So I'll use that to come up with your final grade, and I'll grade according to the usual 10-point scale. Let's see. Each module will contain ungraded homework assignments, and most modules will have a quiz. The schedule, let's skip over that. We'll come back to it in a minute. Course policies. Oh, one other thing that's really nice about this course is we have 2 small group study sessions. They're going to be held weekly starting on August 17th at these times. They're online, and they're going to be run by a graduate student named Brandy Ellis. Now, this is a really good, it's essentially free group tutoring. So I would encourage everybody to sign up for one of those. I'll get you more information about that soon. Another thing is the Math Tutoring Center. That's open for face-to-face help and for online help in CourseDen. I don't have all the details on that just yet, but I will get them to you soon. The rest of this is policies about that pertain to all courses. Academic support, online, some of that might be useful. Honor code, you should read the honor code. And then the rest of our policy throughout here. All right, let's go back up and look at this schedule. I've already given you the test dates above, but I want to talk about the modules. The plan is we're going to have one module every week starting this week, and the module will have a description at the top that lists the sections covered and the homework problems. It'll also have a bunch of files. will include video lectures. Some of them will include one or more notes files, and they may include worksheets or other stuff. So let's go back and look at a module. Let's look at Module 1. To get to it, we're going to go to Content. And then if we look at Module 1, notice what we've got here. Up top, lists the sections, the topics, and the homework. And then down here, the files, note we've got Notes 2.2. And then we've got all these video files. Now, the 2.2 for the notes, that means that those are the notes that go with section 2.2. And then the videos, videos all start with a C. So C 2.2.1, that's the first video file for section 2.2. And then this is the second video file for section 2.2. Now, notice we've got several video files here that go with section 2.1, but there's not a notes file. But check this out. If you look at the, say, video 2.2.1, if you go and watch that video, notice the background of the video has this. Most of the video is me up here in the corner talking through this material. And this right here where it says 1, definition, and all this, this is the notes file. So I come over here and pull up the notes file. We've got all of this. So what you might want to do is download the notes file and print it out. And as you watch the video, you can go through and work through the examples as I work through them. And some of these I have multiple examples. And you might want to, like right here, here are 2 examples that are essentially the same type of problem. You might want to watch me do example 3.1, then try this 3.2 yourself, and then watch me work through it to see if you got it right. Now, I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to do a notes file for every single video, for every single section. I didn't do it for 2.1. But I plan on doing it, most of the time. This limit worksheet, that's another thing you should look at. And if you watch the videos, there's a point where I tell you that the worksheet is, I think there's a place where I tell you to do the worksheet. But if not, you should do the limit worksheet after the section on limits. All right, so for now, really the stuff you need to do for this week is to complete this Module 1. I will also be posting on MyOpenMath. The first quiz will also be open. It will be due on the 17th. So if we go back here and look at content, maybe it's course home. Yeah, right here, this shows quiz 1 is due. That is the diagnostic quiz. You're going to have another quiz that's due at the same time. It'll be on MyOpenMath. And I plan on either giving you an announcement telling you about the quiz or something else like that. But I think that pretty much covers what I wanted to talk about today. So if you have any questions about course policy or if you have any concerns or anything, feel free to email me. And I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you, and I think we're going to have a good semester. All right.